Is organic food real or is it fake? Well, first of all, it's 100% real. But how comes you hear about these studies that compare organic food to non-organic food and see no difference? The reason for this is because you're comparing commercially organic food to commercially regular food. You see, if we took regular food and compared it to real organic food, you will see a massive difference, and the benefits are essential for health. Now let me explain what's going on. The way the world is created is that food, our animals and our plants are supposed to be grown in a certain way. Plants are supposed to be grown in certain climates, certain time of the year, and animals are supposed to roam free in the fields to be able to graze grass and live life normally. And when they age, we then tend to eat them. But in today's commercial age of commercializing food, what we have done is we've tried to speed the process. We've tried to cheat nature, and it's right now backfiring on us tremendously. What we've done is we've taken our animals, taken them off the field, and put them into factories. We've taken our fruits and vegetables and put chemicals in the land so we can continuously grow and we can make bigger, faster, better looking vegetables and fruits. But even though they look good, they look big, they taste juicy, the inside is terrible. If you had a supercar, what type of gas would you use? Would you use your regular cheap gas, or would you find the supreme gas and only use that one and never even think about putting in the cheaper gas? I'm assuming you would say the supreme gas, right? Our bodies are more sophisticated, more important than a sports car. We only get one. We don't get 10 cars, we get one for life. And the foods that we consume are more than just gas. The foods that we consume are used for everything that we do in our day, from thinking, to rebuilding our body, to giving us energy. Now, if we're putting junk food into our body, even though that junk food may look healthy, at the end of the day, you are eating fruits and vegetables, you are eating protein, chicken and meat, so it looks healthy, but it isn't. Our cows have more antibiotics than anything. I think about 70% of antibiotics are going to cows. That means we're eating sick cows. How do you think that makes us? If we're eating sick food, how does that make us? It makes us sick. We are what we eat, and we are what our food eats. If our fruits and vegetables are full of chemicals to fight off the parasites, and then we're eating those chemicals, and our chicken and our cows are sick, full of antibiotics, and we're eating that, what could that do to us? Now, how comes when we compare organic food versus commercial food, they seem no difference? It's because we're comparing organic commercial. Now, what that means is very simple. The FDA has made a certain amount of rules that people need to follow in order to be able to call their produce organic. Now, the farmers know this, and they go within the rules so they can call their products organic. This way they can have a higher markup on their products. Just to help you understand, let's talk about chicken. So a chicken is born, and at the first week or two, is put in a cage, a tiny little cage. After about a week or two, it's then put back into the original hen. Now, in order for a chicken to be called cage-free according to the FDA, the chicken has to have access to grass. Now, the farmer then goes ahead and puts a door in the hen so the chicken has access to grass. But since the chicken has never left a box in its life, it doesn't tend to go out of the hen. And the farmer likes this because it's controlled, it's not likely to get sick, and if it is, it can treat it with antibiotics, and they can fatten up the chicken quickly so they can move on and make money from it. Now, this chicken hasn't been a cage-free chicken. The eggs that it produces aren't a cage-free egg. In fact, it's the same as a normal commercialized chicken, a normal commercialized egg. But yet, because the chicken has access to grass, the farmer can now put 100% markup on the eggs and the chicken, calling it organic chicken, cage-free chicken. Well, it isn't really. You see, if you want to eat organic, which I highly recommend, what you need to do is go down to your local farmers market and speak to the actual farmers, speak to the actual people that are growing and caring after your food, and ask them, how was it all planted? How was the cow treated in its life? Because only then will you know if what you're eating is really healthy and is really giving you what you need from your food, instead of giving us a bunch of chemicals that are just making us sicker, even though we're thinking we are eating healthy.